All right, here we are. Um, um, gonna be doing one of my classical music reacts videos again. This time, I don't know why. I just thought this would be an interesting idea. Put on some Poker Night 2 while I listen to this album. Now, not every album is something that I deem, you know, you could play a fucking game as of such. Without being distracted. This isn't my own idea. I don't remember who it was, but someone did a reaction to music and they were playing chess. And I was like, that's a cool idea. But, I don't really play video games. I don't really think about it. But I don't think I could listen to some of the music that I react to here and really be paying enough attention if I was focusing on video games. But something like this, something that's very relaxed and it's a minimalist project with a little bit of lengthier songs, I think I can set into that. I think that could work. So yeah, Philip Glass is what we're doing today. Someone who's still alive. This is a classical composer who's still alive. He just turned 89 last month. That is fucking wild. And this album, Glassworks, is very well revered. So this is known as minimalism, which I think, as far as I'm concerned, is like the last classical movement. I remember when I was in high school, in my music class, we were taught about all the different sort of classical movements, right? Like Romanticism, blah, blah, blah. Minimalism is the last one, I guess. At least like in the 60s or something like that. Okay, without further ado, I'm going to set myself up to play some poker. I don't really play a lot of video games, but I really like Poker Night 2 because it's something I don't have to think about. I wonder if I'll be able to play the game for the whole video or I'm gonna fucking lose all my money because I'll be honest with you, I'm not very good. course, the song has to end when I just fucking lose all my money, so that was a very quick poker game. I love that. That was phenomenal. You can really get sunk into that sound. This type of classical music definitely is more my speed too. Like, just this piano-based type stuff doesn't sound like it's coming from a different era or world. Very sad, solemn type of stuff here, but it's got a lot of impact too. Like, it feels like it's fast-paced enough to bring movement. I like this. I like this a lot. Okay, let's get into the next song where I'll be playing another fucking game of poker. Okay, second song is like nowhere near what the first song is like. Like, first song is something that's a little bit more melancholy. This one is quite a noisy track, to be honest. Very much so working on those horns, which, shout out Black Country New Road. Okay, this shit they could have ripped right out of this album. Regarding other than the fact that the other sounds kind of pairing with it are completely different. But I think it's cool. I think it's cool. Something that I will need to re-listen to for sure to see if it has some longevity. The first song is a little bit more different. I think I'm able to settle into that one a lot more easier. Definitely feeling the length of that one more in comparison to the other two tracks. I was liking the mood of this one maybe more than the second song. I don't know. The second song is still stranger to me, and I think there's a slight affinity towards that sound. This one is like kind of leaning into a horror-esque soundtrack in a way, right? But I'm glad to, for a 6-track album, I feel like all 3 of the songs have given me different soundscapes, and I appreciate that, in the sense too where when I return to this album, I really feel like I'm going to be going through a different journey with each of these tracks, and I think to be able to provide that is wonderful. Okay, 4th track. We brought them horns back that were on the second song, but the other instrumental parts aren't as like wonky, aren't as like, oh, what the hell is this? Grooving, man. This one's got a nice like sort of beat. I'm fucking very jazzy. It's much jazzier. Yeah, I like this one. Okay, I feel like you could use this in like a montage in a factory or something like that. Okay, this one for me feels like it definitely could be in a film. Like it gives me like Tim Burton vibes, like all the way. Um, okay, it's like chill, relaxed, little bit creepy, but you know its softness sort of like takes away from that maybe impact it could have. Um, okay, yeah, I like that. Okay, so opening and closing, you know, we kind of get a sort of piano focused track. I really like that one as well. I guess both songs. This one doesn't make me think it's as sad as opening. I would argue that it's got hopefulness, is what it really sounds like. What do I think about this Philip Glass project on first listen here? I like it. I like it a lot. It's very easy to get into. I don't know what its re-listenability is. I think its re-listenability is probably okay for me because it's really short, 40 minutes. You get enough variety. I think it all just depends on how I'm feeling on those re-listens. Like, I do need to give a listen to this just like before falling asleep. I think it is definitely one of those albums before I'm going to bed, put this on, see what it does for me. But yeah, I think it fills a lot of different moods, which I can appreciate. This is different too compared to other classical music, because all the other classical music I have heard on this channel, and I guess maybe with older classical music, it seems like an album is like a whole big piece. You know what I mean? And yeah, there's highs and lows to where the sound is going to be taking you, but it's sing more cohesively than maybe something like this, where I feel like I am stuck in the sound of the one song. Okay, then we move on to another sort of sound, right? So I don't know if that's specifically a thing with modern classical like music with minimalist classical music, especially though too with I guess one of the albums that would be seen with the minimalist stuff is like Steve Reich, Music for 18 Musicians, which I'll be listening to at some point. And that, right, is like one 50-minute song. Does it have many changes? I couldn't tell you. I haven't listened to it yet. But I'm going to give this an 8.5 to a 9-ish. I love it. I think it's awesome. I still think that maybe the Antonin Dvorak from A New World, or From the New World, I think, yeah, is the one that I like the most right now. But this one is close second, I would say. This one may be easier to come back to compared to that one. That requires a little bit more from me, I think. But yeah, I'll come back to this album a few more times, and then I'll let you know how I feel. All right, Philip Glass, Glassworks. I gave this, I think 4 listens altogether. I think 4. I think, yeah. I like it. It's really, really good. It's not something that I guess like that I'm getting sucked into as much as something like maybe the Antonin Dvorak album I listened to, or with the Rite of Spring. But I would say it's relatively on par with Rite of Spring. I'd give it an 8.5 out of 10. It's easily accessible. 6 tracks. We get some sort of more melancholic cuts as much as we get stuff that's a little more chaotic, but it inviting at the same time. I'm very satisfied with that. I don't know if there would be anything else by Philip Glass that I would really like, if there's different directions he goes into. But I'm really glad with the variety that he provides in this. I most certainly am. So there you have it. If there's anything else you want to see me react to, anything at all, you can put a comment down below. And thank you for watching. Peace.